Alonzo Oliver loves college football. He knows his Miami Hurricanes. You can join him on YouTube at Alonzo1219. Just join him right there and soak up the Miami football knowledge and college football in general. The Canes have a date against North Carolina in Chapel Hill, looking to extend its unbeaten streak and look good and get some momentum, getting ready for Virginia Tech the next week. So we've got a situation here in the ACC where the Hokies have already lost. So next week could be an elimination game for them, not necessarily for Miami, but if the Canes lose to Virginia Tech, they would need some help so they could backdoor their way into the ACC championship game, as Virginia Tech would have to stumble against somebody else. But Virginia Tech would probably be the best defense that Miami's faced. So I'm going to put Florida State in a certain category because I think they've got the most talented defense. They're not playing the best football right now. The Hokies are playing lights out on defense. I don't know if you've had a chance to see Virginia Tech, but trying to get your feel on whether you're going to, let's say Miami does what you would expect it to this week. They win by 3 touchdowns. They look good. You've got some concerns, but they shore up a few areas and they get set for Virginia Tech, who most likely is going to beat Duke by pretty much the same score as Miami's going to beat North Carolina, something in that range. Your thoughts about facing a team that's legitimately a top 15 team?
Well, anytime you face Bud Foster, you don't have to watch them play. All you got to, if Bud Foster left Virginia Tech and went to the Cincinnati Bengals, I know exactly what type of defense they're going to play. They're going to blitz. They're going to be very aggressive. They're going to come at your quarterback. They're going to blitz your gaps. Every gap they're going to come through. And they're not going to allow you to sit back and dictate the pace. They're going to try to dictate the pace of the game. That's what Bud Foster does. He's been great at it for 20-plus years at Virginia Tech, and it's what he does. So you have to be aggressive against them. You have to be. And their offense isn't explosive at all. They haven't been explosive for years, but they seem to. They don't have to be because their defense is so good. They seem to pick and choose when they score, but they always have athletic quarterbacks. They always have a big guy on the outside, and they always have pretty good running backs. They have strong, big running backs. So, in order for us to beat them, it's gonna be a knockdown, drag. Oh, it's gonna be actually an old school football game. It's gonna be, and I don't see it going more than maybe 28 points at the most. But you're definitely going to have to be aggressive towards them. If you sit back and run the same plays or this and that, you're not aggressive towards them, your defense is going to have to win the football game for you because their defense is good.
Hey, Alonzo, based on your following, your fan base, the comments that you receive on your channel, do you think Canes fans are expecting too much this season? What do you expect? What would be a good finish to the season? Of course, going 12-0, winning the ACC, going to the college football playoff is the obvious answer. But what's realistic for this team? Do you think they're ready for that kind of run?
I don't know if we're ready for a college playoff run. I would accept it. But I don't know if we're ready for a college playoff run. I'll tell you what. I'll know after the next 3 weeks. After you have to take care of business against teams that you are better than. You cannot allow teams that you are better than stay in football games with you. That's just, it can't happen. You have to beat Virginia Tech. And I don't care how you beat them, as long as you beat them. But that but if they beat Virginia Tech, that Notre Dame game is gonna tell you where you are because they can score points. And this is my main concern. I keep saying offense cannot play the lights out every week. It's impossible. Offense can't play the lights out every week. So there are going to be some games where the offense is going to have to carry the defense. And it might be that Notre Dame game because they are talking about Virginia Tech playing lights out. Notre Dame is beating up everybody. And in order to win that game against Notre Dame, you're going to have to score points because they're going to score on our defense. They're too talented not to. What's his name? Brian is too talented of a coach and a game planner not to put points up on most teams. So they're going to put points up. So I don't care what we beat. If we beat Virginia Tech and what we beat Notre Dame by, if we win those 2 games, I would think that we almost ready for a playoff run. But
those are legit wins.
Those are legit wins. But you still have to beat Clemson. And I hear people saying Clemson lost to Syracuse. Clemson lost to last year. They lost to last year, Pitt.
Yep.
Clemson seems to always lose that game and then bounce back and destroy everybody else. So they're still gonna win that side they're still gonna win that side, and they're still trying to make the playoffs.
I've got to see a team let down and look awful a couple times. I can't just write off a team because they look awful. These teams aren't perfect. We expect perfection, and we expect pick the team, Alabama, Ohio State on down the line, to be perfect every week. And so for Ohio State, for example, I don't know how good they are right this second. They played one premier team, Oklahoma. They got their butts kicked in the second half. They lost by double digits. Okay, they've dominated bad teams since then. I know that they're ultra talented, but I don't know if they've got it together for 2017. We're going to find out against Penn State. We're going to find out even more Michigan State, Michigan, but especially against Penn State. So then I can make an evaluation. I think it's much the same for Miami right here. They've done everything that they need to do. Sure, they've shown flaws. They got, I don't want to say lucky. I don't believe in lucky wins. They got fortunate. They took advantage against Georgia Tech in particular. They did what they needed to do down the stretch to win games, which is the mark of a championship team. The Florida State game, the Georgia Tech game. You can look at the flaws that made the game close, or you can look and see a team that pulled out the game-winning drive when they needed to, and that's a mark of a team with character that has championship aspirations. But Virginia Tech's got probably a top 10 to 15 defense in the country, and a solid offense with a mobile quarterback and a very good head coach in Justin Fuente. And Notre Dame, like you say, is playing lights out. They lost by 1 point against the Georgia team that's one of the 3 best teams in the country, I would say, at this point. And they've steamrolled everybody else, including a good Michigan State team. And you can say all you want about USC being overrated, and they were, but they're still loaded with talent, and they're still one of the 15 or 20 best teams in the country. So Notre Dame's playing extremely well. So I'm right there with you. I know something about Miami. I know they're good. I know they're top 25 good, but are they top 5 good? I think we'll find that out in the next few weeks.
You most definitely will. And that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm really trying to push. You hear people say team of destiny right now for Miami. Could be, could be not. I'm just not. I'm not going to get overexcited about 6 wins and 3 of them against, you know, who was it? Bethune-Cookman.
You got Toledo.
Toledo, and I forgot who else it was, but we have wins, and you have to win who you're in front of. You have to win who they put in front of you. You have to win those games. But like I said, these next 3 weeks, I'm including North Carolina because they've had our number whether they're good or bad. These next 3 weeks are really going to show. They're really going to show something, and I want to see it. I want to see exactly how good we are. I want to be the one that's proven wrong, because if I'm proven wrong, that means we're playing for a national championship. And I take that over anything. So believe me, I want to be the one that's proven wrong. I want to see this offense get more explosive. And I just want to see, I want to be the one that's wrong. I want all the fans out here who think the offense is good enough now to be proven right. And I want to be proven wrong, because to me, it's about winning a championship. And that's what Miami's all about. Just like what you mentioned with Ohio State. A lot of Miami fans may dislike me for what I'm about to say now. Ohio State has always been rich in talent. They've always had all the talent in the world. Sometimes it hasn't been coaching. But if you go to that area, Warren, Ohio, Akron, Dayton, all those areas, man, it's great football and tracks. That's a great football and track state. That's why they're always good. Coaching hasn't always been there. I don't like Urban Meyer, but he's a good coach. And those guys, they'll be ready. The Clemsons will be ready. Alabama will be ready. The only thing about them is they've had these top recruiting class so many years. So many years, just top 5 recruiting classes, and Brian Kelly seems to choke it away a lot. He's a hothead, and I think that when he gets on to his players the way he do, it kills their morale, and that's why they lose games. So I'm hoping that happened against us. Hoping he got there saw cursing his players out like he usually do, and then they get upset and not perform. But I really want to see this offense, and I know we don't have all the weapons that they want to have. We got more guys coming in next year. But we recruited a lot of speed this year. I'm all for playing freshmen. Let's open it up, see what we can do, man. Right now, we have an angel on our shoulder. We have nothing to lose right now, everything to gain. Everybody wants to see Miami back. This is the opportunity for us to actually do it against these 3 teams that's coming up next.
All right, good stuff from Alonzo Oliver. You can catch him on Alonzo1219 the U family right there on YouTube. Just subscribe to his YouTube channel and soak in the information, the energy, and the insight from Alonzo. It's always a pleasure, sir. We appreciate the insight, and we will hopefully catch up with you soon.
Definitely will. Hope maybe we can do something post game, or we'll definitely get up next week for the big time Virginia Tech game. So, to all my youth and my fans, love you guys.